What's up, guys? How are you doing, basically? I just want to make this nightly video because I feel like a calling, okay? It's basically about, you know, life stuffs, what's happening. I want to share what's going on, with me actually, personally. I I have been always a very, passionate person who always pursues secrets of life, who always wants to discover what is the fuck going on in this world, how to basically unravel the mysteries of the universe, be it on the chemical basis or on the metaphysical basis or on the basis of, of pure this driven passion or whatever, psychologically, how to basically the rich people, how they basically think, how they act, what's the driving force, what's the energy, the chemistry, basically everything, so it's not like I'm pretty much into psychology, but I was so interested, like what makes the richer different from the ones that are poor, and how the creative people like Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla and even the Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and even Elon Musk, how these guys basically think, feel, what they did basically. So I just went on this quest. I just want to unravel the secrets of the universe. So I also started writing my book. It's called Unknown Mysteries Revealed, where I basically wrote down everything that I came across, how basically how to achieve things in life, how to get whatever you want in life, whether it is social life, you want a very nice partner, or whether you want a career where you get really really rich. So yeah, I stumbled upon a book. I think many of you might be familiar with this book. It's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm not sure if this is correct coming the title. So this book literally changed my life. It affects my psychology. It affects the way I perceive the world, it also forced me to do some experiments on myself, basically. So the reason I want to share with you is because I think that I literally I screwed up, man. I literally screwed it all up, I think I just burned myself down, burned my nervous system down by just implementing and trying to just understand and unravel the secrets of life. I literally exhaust myself, and I'm pretty much exhausted now. And yeah, so I just want to share what I did. I basically read this book, and there was a chapter. Uh, it's called The Mystery of the Sex Transmutation. Well, there are other chapters as well, like subconscious mind, autosuggestions, fate, desire, specialized knowledge, imagination, mastermind group, your peer groups, yeah, decision, persistence, stuff like that, and of course the sixth sense, brain, whatever. So of all these chapters, the one chapter that really drives me crazy was this chapter of this sex transmutation, and I have no fucking idea what this is all about, because almost 2.5 years ago, I was a guy who was almost, deriving his passion from this desire to please, basically, uh, his parents, just to basically be proud, just feel this pride and feeling of self-worth and worthiness, basically. And yeah, so I'm on this different kinds of quest and law of attraction, whatever it is, But I realized that the most powerful was this chapter. Uh, it explains how the business people who have charisma, magnetism, and it's not just about being nerdy all the time. It's just about how you fucking look, the way you speak, your confidence, if you have fucking balls or not. If you have the fucking balls to talk to some other person and give your presentation and don't give a crap about what they think about you, what they feel about you, whether it is of opposite gender or whatever, just expressing yourself out. I mean, that I saw the same thing in the rock stars, the way they basically transmute the energy, the sexual energy into music. Basically, they put forward the art and literally vibrate their mind. So yeah, I started implementing it, and so basically, I don't want to go deep into what's in this book. I really want to share what happened to my life, like my experiences. So I at that time I was like more into this passion deriving from love for parents and the love for family, the love for my life, just want to be feel this, this stimulation of name and fame. So, but after reading this chapter, I realized that none of them is as powerful and driven and driving, as this topic of, pleasing opposite sex, basically. Literally. I know this is very controversial topic. Some of you guys thinking that like this is very weird, but I don't know. I just want to try it out. So I thought that at that time I was pretty much single. So I realized, okay, I need to find a girlfriend if I want to do this. And basically, it talks about the 10 different kinds of stimulations. You always work on stimulation. If you feel like beating someone else, you wanna become successful. You wanna be the best in the world. So it's basically the energy is coming from the desire to be the best, right? So it's like this courage, this power, this willpower, this passion, to basically be the one, just to beat another person. Or the desire might be coming from because you're doing is, for someone, for your family. Let's say you're doing it for your mother. You want to make her give her a nice life. So basically, all these different purposes. If you have no purpose, you won't be able to stimulate your brain, and you cannot be driven a human being. So the purpose is really critical, and different peoples have a different purpose, and that's how they derive their life. Most of the people, they derive their purpose from a sense of family. The married people, they are basically working. They are doing whatever it takes, super hard work to basically take care of the family. So that's their purpose. People who are singles, they have a purpose to basically be the best, to get a good job so they can have a nice family in the future. So that's their purpose. Some of them are doing that for, like I told you before, for their parents. Some of them are doing it for their friends because they love them. But so basically, all these are different stimulations for your brain, right? Your creativity is basically based on this self-made drugs that you can safely take to stimulate your mind so that it can function powerfully. And yeah, and of all these different stimuli, and this book is talking about the same shit, and most of us are pretty much unconscious, even subconscious, about which one is our main driving force. For some people, it's their kids, their child. They are doing everything. They develop some supernatural powers and become literally unstoppable because of their child. Whether it be a mother or father, it can happen to anyone. Either of gender is for everyone. And yeah, all these things, a mother develop an unlimited amount of courage by if she saw her kid, just in a dangerous situation, she developed the strength that she couldn't ever had in her lifetime. So it's like different kinds of stimulation, basically. And it's like the stimulation of pleasing the opposite sex is by far the most powerful stimulation. It's like a drug. I feel it more powerful than cocaine or heroin. And I'm not sure what you feel, but that's what I feel, man. Seriously, because I've never experienced that. Until then, almost 2.5 years ago, my life was basically revolving, or more so now, I should say 4 years ago, because I think, yeah. So almost 4 to 4.5 years ago, I was a complete, basically deriving my energy from the other sources, but not from love for opposite sex or stuff like that. Basically, it never happened to me. I never fall in love. I never experienced what it feel like. So, and at that time I was like in my 20s, so there's no chance to get married and experience it. So yeah, so I just started experimenting. I said, okay, I need to find a girlfriend. Basically, I need to do it, but I didn't have no idea how to do it. So basically, I thought, okay, so you have to use this energy. So I just started talking to people and just telling them and few of my friends about this thing, and and they said I'm really crazy, because the idea was to just fall in love and then experience it and somehow use this energy, basically, to just get the stuff done, more creative, whatever. So anyway, So the thing is, I did it, and I fall in love with two girls, one from India, one from Taiwan, uh, a different country, of course. And because I just realized that, okay, you have to do it. So basically, in the beginning, it becomes almost like the desire to just create a drama, I think, and just experience this deep emotional energy and then transmute it. So it worked. I feel after I experienced this emotions of love, I was able to actually compose songs which I would have never been able to do it. I wrote a lot of songs, and it just all happened like in a month. And I do feel that my brain was so fucking high 24/7. Like I literally can write lyrics like this. And I guess this happened to every human being once in their lifetime. They experience this. So yeah, and all of a sudden I become artistic to a very high degree. And I was also amazed by myself, because I have been trying to write some songs for almost a year. I couldn't do it, but now it was able to do it. So that was almost 2 years ago. Yeah. And the next thing happened was that my creativity is also improving. So I can think out of the box. I did some pretty good research work, and I come up with some new ideas, and it ultimately I basically invented some new ideas and patented those ideas basically for electronics, for satellite communication basically. So it's pure technical stuff. So I actually patented, and it got approved. So yeah, great stuff. But the main problem was that it was all based on, uh, I guess, a conscious effort to use this energy. Little did I know that you cannot be conscious, you cannot plan all this thing. You cannot plan the mystery of love and sex transmutation, because these things are very normal. They happen in their own time. Even the book was talking about that it almost took people 40s to hit their 40s, before they basically transmute this energy. And they usually derive it from their wife. And at the time I couldn't fucking get a girlfriend. How could I fucking get a wife? So it's crazy basically. So, and anyway, I just go for this crazy one-sided love, as I just to experience it. And I have no regrets. I was experimenting it, and I just all the drama, and I was doing whatever it takes to basically just to put my mind in high frequency mode. And I was basically stimulating my brain on every fucking single day. So yeah, and it literally completely exhausts me. It completely exhausts me, and because initially it started like an experiment, but ultimately, as time passes, I guess my subconscious mind pick up on that idea and makes it real. So after a couple of months, it wasn't no longer a plan. It was become completely real. I can feel it. The emotions started feeling throughout the body. I can feel it. And then shit happens. I got attached to that particular person, or whatever, the girl that I fall in love with. And this is crazy. Because it's not about attachment. It's about stimulating your brain, using the feeling of love. It's not about grabbing someone. It's about just feeling the energy, let it impact you in a healthy way, and then just release it. You cannot. It's okay. It's fine. But what I did, I didn't realize that it was beating my health. My health was exhausted. Okay, I don't have to experience so high emotions 24/7 all the time. Um, it's like taking heroin and cocaine every single day, basically. And the same thing for my goals. I become super possessive and super emotional when I hit a particular goal or target. In my life, I basically become super emotional. And the same thing happened to me even before. Only at that time it was for my entrance exam for my bachelor life. For my college degree. And for IRDJ, even when I couldn't crack it, I scored like 7,000 rank, and I couldn't get the college that I wanted, and the branch that I wanted. So yeah, it's like being obsessive and compulsive, and it's really not it's very unhealthy. It's good as long as you don't get exhausted and your health doesn't start suffering. So anyway, the point is, I was stimulating it 24/7. So eventually, I burned out completely. My nervous system shut down. I experienced a severe nervous illness symptoms, anxiety, depression, all the stuff started kicking in. I was emotionally, physically, mentally, biochemically exhausted. I was working like nuts. I was working 20 hours straight, sleeping on 4 hours, sometimes taking sleeping pills. Sometimes taking pills that keeps me, you know, awake. you know, Drinking Red Bull and stuff like that, to just doing multitasking work and basically doing everything, music, just doing work on the company, started working for a company, working for my projects, working for university, doing my master's degree, writing songs, writing the lyrics, composing the melody, feeling the emotions, writing the book on the mystery of secrets of life. I was doing so much, and I was like, oh my god, I was like in a roller coaster ride. And yeah, just literally it comes at the cost of my health. I become super exhausted, like I told you. And one night I couldn't fucking, it was like one day I woke up in the morning, and that's it. I couldn't get out of my bed. I was so exhausted. Okay, so I'm still recovering, but at that time I was like almost 2 years ago when this happened. I completely burned out. It was 22 September. I will never forget the fucking day. 22 September 2017. I started having panic attacks, and almost within a fucking weeks I was literally dysfunctional. My brain just become scattered, and and it's like I'm losing literally control of myself. I lost everything. I couldn't function, and to that level I have to take a break. I was feeling so much anxiety and panic. I was feeling so much panic attacks every fucking day, 1 or 2 panic attacks a day. And yeah, severe anxiety. I mean, seriously, it's like I feel as if I'm tripping on acid, as if I'm taking a fucking LSD or something. I have never taken LSD my whole life, but it feels so intense, because I have been stimulating my brain with these emotions, and this not just emotions for love, but for love for your work, for your career, just to create drama, just go to fucking Mars, go to make history, stuff like that. So yeah, become a fucking rock star, whatever. So I literally exhaust myself. So, and yeah, that's I want to share with you guys, just to make you realize that if there's any crazy person out there, that he's not alone. Yeah, I am also there with him, man. You are not alone. So yeah, I did this fucking experiment, and it cost my health. I become so exhausted that I have to take a break. I just shut it down, everything. I tried to just keep going, keep doing the work. I couldn't. After a couple of months, I had to take a break. I say enough and enough. I'm taking fucking 1 or 2 years rest now, man. It's too much. I've been figuring this the mystery of life for fucking 6 to 8 years, okay, and I need a break. I can't handle it. My mind becomes so exhausted because so many theories, so much. It's like fucking, pouring so much information and experimenting with it. It's just become completely dissociated. So if any one of you can resonate with me, just let me know, because it was my moment of complete breakdown and burnout. Yeah. So, and then I went into this healing journey where I started recovering. I started taking care of myself, basically learning the art that it's not about thinking. Okay, it's not about thinking too much. Basically, it's basically about feeling the natural state of the universe. That is a true secret of life. That's what I figured it out. It's not about analyzing the thing, as mostly it's been taught in psychology or whatever. It's not that. It's about feeling the present moment and letting the time pass, letting your age pass, so that you experience those wisdom in a natural flow. You don't have to rush the life. You don't have to rush through the life and try to get things done quickly. That's what is causing most of the trouble in our world. That is instead of creating more solution, it is a fucking problem. Okay, everyone is so busy, so rushing, so non-stop, just running and running and running, and they never realize that it's not always about being in a hurry to get somewhere, to get something. Okay, you have to understand that wisdom is different from knowledge. Okay, knowledge you can have in abundance, but wisdom takes time. And if you don't allow the time to teach you and guide you, what's going to happen? You will become successful. I'm not saying that you won't, because there are definitely cases. People like Jimi Hendrix, Alexander the Great, these people achieve success in a very short amount of time. But they die. Check out their history, check out their biography. All of the people who achieve success very quickly, okay, die, literally. Or they fucked up their health, or end up creating more trouble, and make their life miserable. And I'm not saying that it's not a good way, it's not a way to do it, but I'm saying that there are certain things that you have to understand. You cannot be super competitive in this. You cannot always think from your brain. You cannot always use logic and mind to figure out. Most scientists are doing the same thing. They try to figure out how the biology of human works, how every cell is communicating with other cells, basically. Some things are natural. A child born in her mother womb develop from this embryo state and becoming this full baby. There is no science that can understand how is this process is happening. A single sperm and an egg combining together, a single cell, this making this child. It's a mystery. Okay, and you have to let more and more time pass to understand this. Okay, and I guess most of the knowledge, most of the wisdom is not using the brain too much. It's basically about using your heart. It's about using your sixth sense. It's about shutting down the thinking brain and allowing your consciousness, okay, to harness that information without even thinking about it, and also keeping it in a most natural way. Okay, so yeah, it's like you have to wait until your time comes to shine. You cannot rush through it. It's okay to pontificate, to analyze things, but you have to understand that miracles will happen in your life if you surrender and give up this fight to figure out a problem. Sometimes the solution lies in stop looking for a problem. If you keep looking for a problem, there will always be a problem to solve. Even quantum physics is stating it. Our consciousness is literally affecting the reality. Okay, if you look for a problem to solve, there will be always a problem to solve. If you feel literally that you are whole and there's nothing fucked up in your life, and that you are not dying, you are safe, you will feel so much peace, and then you will be able to realize that the true problem is not the way you think it is. It is basically a result of too much overthinking. It is a result of too much thinking. It's toxic, Thinking is toxic. And especially the scientists and the engineers, there's no offense, okay? I'm also an engineer, okay, and a scientist as well. But I realize most of my inventions happened when I wasn't thinking about the problem, but when I was meditating. Literally, I was doing this meditation and flashes, hunches of these thoughts started coming in my brain for solution that I couldn't figure out logically. It's like it comes in a form of an image. And then after I try to work on it, then the logic comes almost a month after I implement that image. Okay, it happened to me. That's how I invented few of my circuits, or some of my inventions for which I patented. And the same thing happened for most of the people, like Edison and other inventors. Their inventions happen when they use these hunches. So yeah, I'm pretty much exhausted also, as you can see from the way I'm speaking. Um, but I just want you to understand that you are not alone. Okay, if you are exhausted, if even if you are, and this is happening to CEO of the company, so if you are alone, if there's anything that you feel like to share, please comment on this video. Just let me know what kind of videos you want me to make, because I'm pretty new on this YouTube channel. I wanna make post more videos, and also some of the videos for music, because I think music is also a pretty good way to express yourself. So just let me know, and just let me comment below if you want to see some more videos like this. So anyway, that's my story, and I just want you to know that I've done a lot of work on myself to heal myself, and I'm still recovering. And I did so many things, and I'm gonna post healing videos, basically what I did, in the next couple of videos. So anyway, stay tuned guys, and just let me know about this video. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day.